Hello, folks. This story was sent to me by a subscriber and is intended for educational purposes only. Thank you for watching. 800 micrograms LSD. The day the trees started complaining, I took 800 micrograms of LSD on a Saturday afternoon because, well, why not push the boundaries a bit? I was in my backyard, a small patch of earth surrounded by a hodgepodge of old garden tools, rusty bikes, and a suspiciously aggressive squirrel who clearly did not appreciate my presence. The sun was shining, birds chirping, and I felt like today might be the day my brain would finally unlock the cosmic joke hidden beneath everyday life. Within half an hour, the backyard transformed into a swirling carnival of color and sound. The leaves on the trees shimmered with neon edges, like they'd been freshly dipped in glow paint. Suddenly, I noticed the oak tree closest to me was frowning. No, seriously. Its bark was wrinkling, and the branches seemed to slump like shoulders weighed down by an invisible burden. Then it happened. The tree spoke. "Hey, buddy." It groaned in a deep, gravelly voice that sounded like a chainsaw caught in a lullaby. "Could you keep it down with the loud music? Some of us are trying to photosynthesize here." I blinked, wondering if the squirrel had finally laced my lemonade with something extra. "Wait, you're talking?" I asked, trying to keep my voice steady. "Yeah, we've had enough," the oak sighed, leaves rustling in exasperation. "You humans think you're so clever with your Netflix and your phones, but have you ever considered that maybe we have lives too?" I looked around, half expecting the rose bush to chime in, but no luck. The oak continued. "We watch you stuff your faces, dump garbage, and spray pesticides like there's no tomorrow. Meanwhile, we're stuck here, quietly suffering." The squirrel gave a chittering laugh, suddenly appearing on a branch like a tiny green-eyed overlord. "It's right, you know. We're tired of your noise and nonsense." I started laughing nervously, wondering if this was some kind of twisted nature documentary. "Okay, what do you want me to do?" The oak's branches perked up slightly, as if relieved. "Listen, first off, turn off that awful pop music. It's giving me a headache." I quickly silenced the Bluetooth speaker. "And maybe, just maybe, plant a few more trees, feed the birds, and stop using so much plastic. You're not the only ones who call this place home." Suddenly, every plant in the garden joined in, from the dandelions that normally annoy me to the tall sunflowers that towered like sentinels. They had stories, complaints, and jokes about human absurdities. The rosebush told a tale about a neighborhood cat who insisted on peeing on its roots as a territorial statement. The hydrangeas whispered about the time a kid accidentally dumped an entire bag of sugar on them, resulting in a bee frenzy that looked like a disco party gone wrong. The squirrel, meanwhile, became my unofficial guide, darting around with exaggerated flair, narrating the secret life of backyard creatures. "Say that bird? He's a diva who insists on singing only in the key of C minor. And those ants? They're unionizing because someone stole their picnic crumbs." Amid the chaos, I noticed a tiny toad sitting on a stone, looking very serious. "If you really want to help," it croaked solemnly, "learn to listen, not just to trees, but to everything. The wind, the soil, even your own breath. The world's full of conversations if you just open your ears." The sky above twisted into patterns of kaleidoscopic clouds, and the sunlight felt like liquid gold pouring through the leaves. Time warped. I wasn't just an observer anymore. I was part of this tangled, buzzing, growing organism we call Earth. I felt humbled, hilarious, and strangely hopeful. As the effects gently faded, the garden quieted. The trees no longer grumbled, but their leaves shimmered with a quiet gratitude. Mr. Squirrel gave a final chitter of approval before disappearing into a hole. I was left with a new mission: to be a better listener, a better steward, and maybe, just maybe, a little less ridiculous in my human ways. And yes, I still get the occasional side-eye from the oak tree when I walk past. But now it feels more like a friendship than a complaint.